Blue Lock Season 2 Episode 1. According to my calculations, when this video comes out, it will be live in 20 hours. So allow me to give you a quick refresher on everything we currently know leading up to this new season. Season 1 of Blue Lock's first episode released on October 9th, 2022, meaning it has been almost 2 years since the anime had first started. And with this first season installment ending in March of 2023, do we believe they had enough time to make a quality product of Japan's most popular manga series of 2023? Well, arguments could be made back and forward for ages, but by the trailers we have been shown, it seems like they're making the necessary steps in order to make this season a step up from first season's quality. Studio 8-bit, the animation studio for Blue Lock, seemingly had many people worried for the future of the Blue Lock anime, myself included. That's if they took the cut corners approach of season 1 once again. But they have since opened up to admit that they were in a rush situation to get these episodes done in time for the World Cup that was occurring during that time period. Whilst the CGI was never specified to be the rushed element in the process, we at least know Studio 8-bit have been given so much more time in order to work on this season compared to the last, as they had started work around the same time as they had finished animating season 1. Since the first season of Blue Lock, we also received the release of the episode Nagi movie to attempt to play homage to the episode Nagi manga, which followed Nagi's perspective instead of Isagi's in Blue Lock. However, notice how I said attempt. Whilst the movie did exceptionally well in Japan upon release, the international showcase of this movie was filled with mostly mixed responses. Fans tried to see the good in this movie as it had really promising aspects to be excited for season 2's quality, but it also gave audiences a feeling of dread along with it, as this movie was arguably worse overall quality than the first season of the series. Scenes involving Nagi, Reo and Isagi were handled extremely well, but everything else including the pacing of the movie itself was just a mess, as the content of the movie skipped out on most of the new elements in which were provided to us by the episode Nagi manga. This movie played much more as a recap rather than a different story, as there were just as much reused animation as new, but that aspect wasn't the biggest issue. I can understand that they didn't cover the episode Nagi manga much as it's yet to be finished, but the problem was mostly with the animation. Overuse of CGI, somehow making updated scenes that were worse than the original, and just some very clear mistakes was this movie's downfall, and the Blue Lock community made that perspective vocal. The state that the Blue Lock fandom was in at this time was one of worry for the quality of the next season. Is that still the case now? Well, not entirely. Most fans are naturally more excited to see the new season than ever due to how close we are to see its release. However, this is your reminder to go in with a sense of caution and skepticism. Okay, we have covered the recap of the previous Blue Lock animated content, so why not talk about all the new content that is shown in preparation for season 2. The first thing that we have seen was this poster alongside a video trailer showing off the poster, going from character to character who presented us with a voice line each. This was the first bit of content we had seen regarding Blue Lock season 2, so it was a pretty solid start to the build up of future teasers and trailers. With this initial poster, it also came with the release month of the first episode of season 2, as we know it is in October. According to my notes, I believe we got this on May 30th. July 5th was the release of the first trailer featuring animated scenes, showcasing a room with all the successful second selection players and what this season has in store for us, which includes the third selection and the U20 match. It is unclarified even now if there is an episode dedicated to Blue Lock's day off and any cliffhangers for the NEL arc. This trailer also shows Oliver Aiku for the first ever time in his animated form. On July 24th, we got the season's first opening teaser. I don't believe the teaser footage is the actual opening intro for this season, but the music in this teaser is confirmed to be the opening music for the season. In this teaser, we see additional scenes with Sai and Rin presenting their backstory before Project Blue Lock began, and in how much they've grown so distant as brothers. For all you anime only watchers, I bet you're excited for the context behind their perplexing brothership. Couldn't be like my boys Mario and Luigi. Within this same trailer, we also see the number dwindling down to 35, which is the remaining number of Blue Lockers going into this season. I do believe the animation quality of this teaser is promising, but we didn't see too much actual movement within the content we were shown, and half the footage was from the first trailer anyway. 18th of August, we were presented with a promotional poster for the U20 match that will be taking place alongside the third selection for season 2. This was a cool bit of advertising material that we got, and while it will have no inclusion into the anime itself, it's just fun to have. It is speculated that with the reveal of a completely separate poster to promote the main attraction of the season, which is the U20 match, that this this season will be split up into 2 separate cores, with the first part being the third selection where I speculate it will take 5 to 6 episodes, and the other part being the U20 match, which gives the animators enough time to polish up on the product before the main bit releases, but this has not been confirmed yet. This is purely hypothetical and purely speculated. So far, all of this stuff is looking good. What could possibly go wrong? September 10th, things go very wrong! A user by the name Donut2x translates statements from a reliable source known as, I'm not sure how to say that, providing an update in regards to all future and currently developing animes in terms of their condition. Animes in development? So that means they mention BLUELOCK, right? Yes, but not in the best news. The translations state that don't get your hopes up too much for BLUELOCK Season 2. So, you know, only the entire season just got absolutely mid-checked because there was no mention of any delays, so it would have just referred to the quality of the animation. I'm not of high expectations going into this. I never was. I'm at most expecting a similar standard to Season 1 first selection, which by no means was bad. They kinda dropped the ball in the second selection, besides Burū, they did him really good. So this entire season, which I said is the last hope of this anime to do good, has just been put into jeopardy, as this information does not send me a clear message, but it definitely portrays a negative one. However, they could be referring to the latest trailer and not the anime entirely. It was time to actually see what this season had in store for us. September 17th, the drop of the official Season 2 trailer. So, did this trailer deliver or did it flop? If you're curious about how I felt regarding it, check out my video dedicated to the trailer on my channel. But this trailer summed up how I would feel about the season going into it, and it reminded me of something. Who cares what other people think? Our own interpretation is what matters most for it all. I could very well expect bad animation, but does that mean it will fail to capture the same level of thrill and excitement it did for me in the first place? No. I got into this anime when Chainsaw Man was releasing at the very same time. I was waiting for new episodes of Chainsaw Man, then I somehow stumbled upon this very series, outcharting the highly anticipated booby-touching blood and guts gun devil bubble butt anime. I had expected it to be another team-influenced sports anime, but fuck no. This was so much more than what I could have anticipated. My expectations were completely thrown out the window because I never knew a series was capable of doing this. It captured my interest so much, I dropped that horny devil anime to focus primarily on this. Never with this concept in mind did it ever make me place my attention so heavily on the animation quality and the amount of CGI that they used. My eyes and ears were focused on the concept, the core values, the demonstration of a mindset that has been the complete opposite to what I'd been learning up to this point. This is BLUELOCK, my friends, and even if this season will be bad, we had been starving for this U20 game, so take the good with the bad. This series is the very reason why I started my YouTube channel. I have no regrets here, and neither should you. Us loyal fans will take any amount of BLUELOCK content that we can get, and especially me since I'm making videos on this series. So, I hope to see you all Sunday for my first Season 2 episode review. Be sure to like and subscribe, and until next time, peace. Let me see you doing suicides on the sidelines, and if you survive, maybe you could be where my kind. Put on the